Right, guys, I think I'm live. It's Will. I'm back. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna just double check to make sure I'm live. I'm gonna quickly hit up my dashboard. Yeah, it looks like I'm live. Sweetness. So, guys, how are you all doing? It's really good to see you. I'm gonna lower my chair a little bit because I'm kind of cropping myself off the camera. I think that's a little better. In this particular video, I've got something a little bit different. I'm quite excited because I am on the dawn of launching with this particular stream a new sort of series focusing on web store development. I want to look at a booming, should I say, a booming niche, and it's funny because, website design, development, and web store building has been around since the dawn of the internet. We could say like in the midst of the 2000s where websites were really taking off and were like booming in the market. It seemed like it's never been a better time to get on the internet money craze, right? However, I would like to argue that there is literally not been a better time than nowadays to learn how to develop web stores. Why? Because the tools are that good, literally. I'm telling you, you don't need to be a developer. You don't need to know how to code. You just need the acumen to be able to learn these tools that I'm about to show you. We're going to use the industry standard tools. We're going to use WordPress, a bit of Stripe, a bit of Dropbox, and yeah, you surprise how quickly in a single afternoon you can basically craft a very simple web store, and you can list your own items, either internet or you can make it such as a landing page, and then you can like deliver physical items if it's like sneakers, trainers, basketballs, doesn't matter what it is. So I'm going to show you all of that today. And I don't want this video to take very long. I'm going to aim for like half an hour to an hour for this tutorial. And I would like to just start by drawing your attention to one of my web stores. This is Jimoh Studios, and over here is my landing page for my course, which is just as this video is a tutorial on how to build web stores. I offer one-to-one masterclasses for building web stores, much more comprehensive than this video will be. And as you can see, it's a web store, or a landing page rather. And I'm going to show you how you can make something like this. I'm going to show you another example. One of my flagship domains is CSharp store, and this is an online store where you can literally buy. If you if you hop onto this site now, you can buy software. So I have here my Denki software, and actually it's interesting. This is a digital flashcard application that I wrote. I completed development of this in the beginning of the summer. I started it whilst I was in university, in my final year. I think this will redirect to my Denki domain. Yeah, so my Denki application has its own domain. Yet another domain that I've developed. As you can see here, you can directly download a free version of Denki Lite. There's a trailer on my channel if you're interested in that. But as you can see how you can kind of like create this network, this economy of websites. And you know what's so interesting? I barely paid a cent, a penny for any of this. The tools are available freely if you want them to be. But if you do invest financial capital into this endeavor for like a plan or like for plugins, I'm telling you, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So it's an exciting time. I'm going to show you how this is all done. So I have it towards the right hand side, just kind of scrolling on the website. I quite like this design, but to be honest with you, I'm sure many of you can do a lot better, in terms of the design. You're not a quote unquote UX designer. You don't need to be. I'll show you via the patterns, should I say, functionality that WordPress offers. You can kind of cheat code your way into really professional looking designs, which I didn't use enough in this particular landing page, but I'm going to dive into this. Housekeeping out the way. Last piece of housekeeping I want to say: if this stream cuts off because my laptop is on life support, the battery does fluctuate sometimes. If the plug comes off on accident, I'll be up and running as soon as I can be. Okay, so without much further ado, what are we gonna need? I didn't actually put a list on the right hand side of the tools we'll need, so I'm gonna write here tools. And what would you need? You need access to WordPress.com. Make sure it's .com, WordPress.com. You will need a Stripe account if you want to process payments, which I'm going to show you. It's very intuitive. You don't need to know how to code. There is a API available with Stripe that allows you, as say, a .NET developer, a Python developer, a JavaScript developer, to integrate payment services into your applications and your platforms. But we're going to use Stripe dashboards. I'm going to amend this. I'm going to say Stripe dashboard, because with the Stripe dashboard, you have all the amazing features of Stripe without needing to know how to code. And I'm going to show you a neat little trick. Sorry, a neat little trick. You can use a Dropbox such that you can host your own software online, and you can very easily redirect users to download your software automatically after a payment has been made at your checkout. So very exciting stuff. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get straight into this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, you want to access WordPress. I'm holding WordPress right now. My domain, CSharp simplestore.wordpress.com. As you can see, it's still got the watermark here because I haven't paid for a plan. I'm on the basic plan, so but that's not really a problem. You want to access WordPress.com. Here I'm going to go to my WordPress dashboard, because if once you have access to your WordPress dashboard, or you log on to WordPress.com, what you want to do in this case, I'm going to hit all sites. I got my domains here listed. I've got quite a few domains that I've been experimenting with. You want to add a new site. In your case, if you are new to WordPress, you're not going to see this. But what you will see is you'll be prompted to make your site on their landing page. So add new site. I'm going to quickly breeze through this because it's going to be a very condensed walkthrough. Again, half an hour I'm aiming for, maybe up to an hour. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I don't know. I mean, for this, let's say you wanted to make a web store where you sell, I want to say trainers. Let's say trainers. That's kind of a popular niche these days. So I'm going to say something like, buy trainers. And just in case you don't know, for all my American audience, trainers is what we call sneakers here in Europe, in UK. So let's go for a very simple domain. Nothing's fancy. This is just as an example. buytrainers.wordpress.com. I'm going to select this one. As you can see in the checkout here on WordPress, it's completely free. So I'm going to stick with this with the free plan. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee as I hit my free plan over here. Start with free. You want to start off with this, especially if this is your first endeavor making a web store. You probably want to start off with free and then upgrade as you get more experience. That way you're not kind of spending capital when you don't really know how to use the tools yet. It really is that simple to start off with. Now I'm going to say that I'm selling online. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to hit continue. Store site title. Let's just say buy. Did I say sneakers or trainers? Trainers. Tagline. Let's say hot trainers, and let's say affordable prices. Hot trainers, affordable prices. Okay. Now this is quite a fun section. We're going to pick a theme. Now many of these themes are paywalled. I don't use the word unfortunately. It is the game at the end of the day. And some of these have WooCommerce integrations. Again, it gets really deep. It gets very vertical into the kind of the e-commerce network. It's very simple. I think this Attire is a really good start for a free theme. It's actually really good in my opinion. You don't even need to use 90% of the design, but in this case, I'm going to hit Attire, which I do use for one of my domains, which are one of my domains not live yet. I'm just practicing one of my domains that uses this theme. Anyway, so as you see, this is I think this theme is actually, it used to be a little bit more than this. I think they've kind of simplified it. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we have a simple landing page at the top over here with a nice hero banner. You have like a feature listing here, which is kind of cool. We're going to use this template for now, such that I can show you how things are done. So I'm going to hit continue. I'm really going to just scratch the surface here of what's possible, just to get us started with, to give you guys an idea of how simple, how intuitive it is to build a web store. Just like many web stores, I think I have an example here. I'm not affiliated with Unity Asset Store as an example. I'm not a partner, but I do want to use them as an example. Unity Asset Store, great example. As you can see over here, they have this kind of a hero banner sort of UI at the top. scroll with some featured applications there. As you can see, some featured plugins. I think these are assets, and this first page is quite condensed, as you can see, kind of like the theme we just saw, quite condensed on the home page, and of course you can search for all the other things you want. So we're going to kind of maybe use this as a reference for the design aspect of things. So I'm going to go back to my web store, which I don't know what tab it is. Home. Is it this? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, sweet. This is my trainers one. Trainers.wordpress.com. Excellent. So what's first on our agenda? We've accessed wordpress.com. Put a little X there. We chose a site. We selected the domain. We made it up, and I selected a theme. So now designing the UI. Okay, cool. So first things first. Let's jump into the homepage. So I'm going to go to visit site. Now this for a website that focuses on selling trainers. We obviously don't want this kind of like rose essential oil stuff, and this is not what we need. I'm gonna keep things minimal in terms of how I'm gonna modify this all this UI, because I want to really condense this walkthrough. So what I'll do, what you want to do, you see 3 options at the bottom, maybe 4 if you count this icon here. Site, edit, ads, and then you have like settings kind of thing here. Okay, so edit site. When you click edit site, I'll click it now. What it does is that you are editing your site as a whole. You're editing the entirety of the template. And this is a very powerful tool. I remember when I started off with WordPress like quite a few years ago, when I started my first ever domain, which was like a tech website. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I didn't have this, I don't think. If my memory serves me, didn't have some of these tools here. So you can really just design the overall protocol of the UI, if I could say, using this edit site option. I'm going to hit back. I'm going to hit back again. Because what we want to start off is not to edit the template in this particular walkthrough. So I'm going to go to the site. I'm going to hit edit. And obviously stats, as it suggests, is the analytics of your page, of your website. So I'm going to hit edit, the middle one here. Hopefully you can see. I can appreciate that it might be hard to see because of the resolution of my stream. I'm just going to explore this cookie thingy. Okay, so let's keep with the theme. Let's change these pictures. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit replace. I wonder if I can use the stock images. I'm not too sure. There was a way I could do it. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to go back and just explain what I just did there. So if you want to replace these images with just like professional stock images that you don't have to Google search for, hit the image. You're going to see this kind of panel that comes up, and you have all sorts of different things. You have the image, the name of the block. WordPress separates, we're using the block editor. WordPress separates all your elements into blocks. And so for the sake of speed, I'm just going to go to what we need, which is this replace button. In my one-to-one walkthroughs, I can break down in depth what the majority of this user interface does, but for the sake of this very short walkthrough, we're going to go straight to the point. We're going to hit replace, open media library. You're going to hit this top left button, and you're going to hit Pexels free photos. This is a stock library by Pexels. Really high quality stuff. I'm going to say trainers, hit enter. Boom, we have a few stock images of trainers. Which one looks good? Let's see. They all look really good actually, but I don't know. I might use these red ones because they kind of stand out. But these look amazing. I think these are like Nikes or something. I'm not affiliated. I just think that I don't want to risk it. So I'm not going to click this one. Although that's a really good shot over there. I like that a lot. I'm going to go for these red ones. I saw that already. I'm going to hop to my media library. Boom, it's coming through. And then I'm going to, then it's already selected. I'm going to hit insert. As you can see, boom, we have our trainers. Stock image has been inserted. I'm going to change the tagline. I'm going to say hot trainers. I'm going to hit hot trainers. And I'm going to use the tagline I wrote earlier. So I think it was like hot trainers of affordable prices, something like that. Prices. I think that's what affordable. Okay, cool. And I can do a bit of a subheading. So this is, if you click this, the element is a paragraph, as you can see here. This one here is a heading. As you can see, if you highlight this icon, it exposes what the block is, heading, which is quite good because what you can do, you can like change the size, heading 1. This one is probably locked to the template, hence why I can't change the actual the font size, but that's fine. It looks quite good as it is. I'm gonna say I'm gonna write we have a tagline, a subheading. I'm gonna say like this, that customers can browse through a selection of brand new and pre-loved trainers. Something like this. Okay, see if we can make that bold, if that will change. Yeah, it can. I think it's just a little bit easier to see like that. And obviously the shop now button. This little button, this icon here, like a bracket with a minus side, is a hyperlink button, so you can link to other domains. Okay, I'm gonna change this. And maybe I can find a quote or something, a really nifty quote by some kind of athlete. I'm not sponsored by whatever athlete I find. Let's see, because I'm a LeBron James fanboy, so I'm gonna say LeBron James. Quote on basketball, something cool. Like I just want to put that there. This looks amazing. I don't know if I'm allowed to use this. I think a quote is a quote. You can see them everywhere here. This looks amazing. Oh, I like this. So we're going to use this. This looks like a quote from LeBron James. He's a world-class basketballer. I don't think there's anything royalties on this. Is a free video, so you know all this is there. I'm going to go back to Google and I'm going to look for my page. So we've had like an amazing quote, but obviously this is an example site right now. Like I'm not profiting from putting this quote here right now, like directly or anything like that. I'm just literally using it as an example. If there's any problems with that, LeBron James, feel free to hit me up. We sort this out. I'm just kidding around. But anyway, let me put that there. So and credit where credit is due. So LeBron James. So of course, this site is offline right now. It's not actually launched, so I'm not really planning to launch this particular website that I'm showing you as an example. So just so you can get an idea of what you can do on your website. All right, cool. So as you can see, we have something cool looking over here, and we have some more stuff here. So we have a featured product. We're going to use this as an example for our store listing. So this might be a good idea to show you guys the patterns UI. But first, I want to change this. I want to replace this again. Open media library. Boom. We're going to go to the top left. We're going to hit on pixels. I'm going to hit running shoes. I'm not going to say basketball shoes. I play a lot of basketball, so basketball shoes. Oh, these are nice. What are these? I don't know really. So anyway, I'm gonna hit them. These shoes are red, like the top one too. So I'm gonna put them there. There's a signature on that. It could be Nikes or something. I'm just gonna say keep things extra generic. I'm gonna say basketball shoes. Not shoes. Let's say sneakers. Sneakers sound cool. This is what I'm here in the UK. I'm gonna list these for £120. 119.99. Why not? And then I'm gonna say like I don't know, high top red trainers like that. I'm not going to use the Stripe integration directly. Guys, I will push this. I'm gonna if I boom. Description again. The template has already given me 50% of the work, so comfortable for this. This is just an example listing. Can't even spell comfortable. Oh my gosh. Comfortable, durable red basketball sneakers. So this should be giving all you guys ideas on how you can make your listing. Yeah, I'll leave that one there for the shipping one. I should have put my quote here actually. I'm going to delete this. So again, you don't need all the elements in your template, so I'm just going to hit delete for that. Boom, as you can see, let me delete that space if possible. Probably not. That's fine, I shouldn't have done that. So if you do make a mistake, Control Z, undo, boom, I'm back to where I started. This mailing list thing, don't really need it, but I could use it in the future. So I have a nice little landing page here, a bit of like a low content landing page. It's quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, just to save my progress. I did my first product, WordPress new, that's pretty cool. Going to continue editing. All right, sweetness. So I want to show you guys how to use the patterns functionality by pressing this plus icon at the top left. Go ahead and go to the middle section. Now these blocks are different elements you can put on your site. There's a plethora of blocks you can add that do so many different things. There's no limit. There's virtually no limit to what you can do. But we're going to go ahead and hit patterns. And I don't know, let's see what patterns are available, and then I can see what kind of creative design I can go for. So I'm going to hit patterns. I'm going to go for services. Now, these are all the kinds of patterns. You get blog post patterns, contact, and all patterns are just basically like sort of templated UI designs that WordPress offers. I'm quite partial to this one here with the 3 blocks. You can use this for like if you have like package tiers or something on your website, if you are setting up like a service or something. But I'm going to go ahead and hit this one. It's a bit easier to manage, and as you can see, boom, at the bottom we have our design here automatically. I don't have to do anything. So let's see. I can maybe make a bit of a promotional tagline here. So I'm going to go on image. I will click the image rather. I'm going to hit replace, open media library again. I'm going to hit the top left. I'm going to go to my Pexels free photo stock library. And I'm going to say athlete. Let's see what I can get here. So there's a cool guy here taking a running start. I'm going to go to the boxer as well because I like martial arts. I think I can do both at the same time. Maybe not, I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to say copy to media library. I'm going to go back to my Pexels library. I'm going to again go to the right athlete. Hopefully I can find that boxing one. I like this one. I saw a basketball one, but it's okay. So I'm going to first insert this athlete because this picture looks cool. I'm going to hit replace. I'm going to go to my media library, and it's my boxing one is already imported, so I'm going to hit that like this. And I'm going to just make some like kind of motivational stuff. Let's see, I'll say on the working hard pays off. And I'll just leave this stock text here. And let's see, I'm going to take away the full stop. I think it looks more stylish. Let's see, what can I do here? Working hard pays off. I don't know. Sporty. I was going to say reach for the stars, but I don't know. Something like that, just motivational stuff. This is just for example of the UI section of this walkthrough. So I went and so as a summary, I showed you guys how to access WordPress, choosing a domain, choosing a site, selecting a theme. Again, I break down comprehensively how this all works in my paid masterclass on jimohstudios.wordpress.com. Link should be in the description if you're interested. I'm not pushing it, just saying if for any of you guys who think this is a little bit too quick, or if you do want me to make a free comprehensive guide, let me know in the comments. I don't mind making an hour, 2-hour long tutorial as I've done in the past for some of my CSharp stuff. So anyway, we use patterns to create a beautiful UI. Now, next we're going to look at making listings, but first things first, I'm going to hit Control S to save my page. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and hit View Page. Now, it might not look perfect, but it will get the point across. So, hot trainers, affordable prices. We've got a little quote here from an athlete. Basketball sneakers listed here, and as you can hopefully see, you can kind of get an idea as to the things you can achieve here. So now we're going to create a listing. So let's say we want to create a listing page for this sneaker. Let's say, okay, we want to click these sneakers and we want it to take us to a checkout. I was going to make a listing page per se, like literally on this, but for the sake of time, we are about 24 minutes in. I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm going to go straight to the Stripe checkout. I'm going to show you guys how that works. All right, so I'm going to X off this one. Creating a listing page, I'm going to just say a listing. I'm going to change that. I'm going to say checkout. which kind of ties in with this one here. So I'm gonna just put. I'll actually leave that blank. Maybe I'll come back to that. I'm gonna not make a separate page for in-depth description of the trainers, but I'm gonna go straight to the Stripe bit for the sake of time and speed. So how does this work? Go to stripe.com. I'm not affiliated with Stripe, but I'm already logged into my dashboard. And you should be met with a screen that kind of summarizes your account. But what you want to do is hit more. This is Stripe dashboard. This is my Stripe dashboard. There's a lot to say about this platform, but I'm really going to go straight to the point. What the product that you want to use here, the platform, is if you hit more, you actually want payment links. Create no code payment pages. This is what we're going to do to bring the payments aspect of our page all together. I have quite a lot of payment links I've been playing around with. I'm going to show you how to make a new one. So hit on the top right, you're going to hit new. You're going to give your product, again, you're going to name your product. In my case, for this example, it's going to be Red Basketball Trainers. And this is where the trick comes in. I did probably show you a trick how to redirect downloads to, say, software. Now, this example looks at a physical product that you would ship after you get your invoice generated. But I will show you how, after payment, you can redirect. It's quite simple, really. What you want to do, you hit after payment. Instead of showing the confirmation page, you want to hit don't show confirmation page, and you want to redirect customers to your website. Now there's a little box that comes up with a field. You put the redirect page. Now, if you were distributing software online, what you want to do, say if you have Dropbox, I have here like a repository of some of my software. I'm gonna go on Denki because it's here. Actually, should I do this? Is this the way to do this? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. This is an example at the end of the day. I'm going to copy this link. Let's see if we can get in here because there might be multiple things in here. Yeah, there is. So I'm going to go to point 9. I'm going to copy the link. Just like that. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Yeah, let's do this. This is a free software I'm distributing. So it's fine if you see the URL for now. I don't really care. it's a free software anyway, and it's cropped out anyway. So whatever. But here's the trick. If you want to distribute software directly, automatically after payment to one of my friends showed me this. He's an IT guy. If you want to change that to one, boom, you've gone ahead and you've done. You've basically created a redirect to your software, and I'll show you that working. So go back to payments page. Looks like I have to write the name of my product again. So I'm going to write Red Basketball Trainers. Okay. Let's say you want to require the customer phone number, which is quite a standard thing, to be honest. Red Basketball Trainers. And now what you want to do is when you click this field, this button comes up, add Red Basketball Trainers as a new product. You want to go ahead and hit that. Description, I'm going to just say Pro Basketball Trainers, great for indoors and outdoors. I'm not going to upload a picture, so it's just going to be like a generic picture that comes up, but it's fine for now. You can either make it a recurring payment or one-off, so OTP, one-time payment. And what was the price? It was $119.99, if my memory serves me correctly. You don't want adaptive pricing right now, and it's actually disabled by default. I'm in GBP, British pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and add that product. Now the product's been created. You want to make sure you hit this button afterwards. Instead of viewing your product, you want to hit create link. You want to hit create. You want to actually create the link first. And then as you can see, I got a summary of my new one-time payment link via Stripe dashboard. So I'm going to copy my link. I'm going to go back to my page. I can find where I was. I'm going to go back to the edit site, or rather, sorry, the edit button. I'm going to do for time. I'm approaching 30 minutes. We're actually nearing the end of this short walkthrough. as I'm just giving you guys a taste of how to develop this web store. This is how simple, how quick, how intuitive it is to get started building a web platform. And let's say we want something here to allow people to purchase. So I could make it a button. I think button's okay. I could even make a piece of text. Let's start with a button first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it just very simple. I'm gonna write heading. I'm gonna be a little creative. And I'm gonna write buy now. Not like that. I don't like capitals. I don't. I like it like this. This is like a sort of spacing element. I'm going to just bring the text up a little bit. Now I'm going to highlight this text. I'm going to hit the hyperlink. I'm going to put my Stripe link, not the Dropbox link. Remember, you want to go to the Stripe checkout. You don't want people to download your software, if it was software, directly. You want them to go through the Stripe link to purchase your software, your item. In this case, it's as an example, and then with the link supplied via the Stripe one-time payment, then the redirect will take your customer to your software, providing you change that 0 at the end of the URL to a 1, which means that they won't go straight to the Dropbox page, but it will just be an automatic down. A little bit of a trick there for you guys. So go ahead and hit link. As you can see, we have our Stripe checkout connected. I'm going to hit Control S. And that's that. So I'm going to hit view page. I'm going to redraw towards the end. Utilizing Stripe payment via Stripe dashboard and redirecting customers to software via URL. We've done that as well. I'm going to just demonstrate this all working. So I'm going to maximize the page. Of course, the UI doesn't look amazing, but this is like literally a 30-minute example of what you can do. I'm going to hit buy now. As you can see, Stripe generates this pretty flashy looking checkouts page, which when you fill out all the information, I'm not going to do that right now. Literally what happens, once you've connected a bank account to Stripe, anyone who fills out this form and hits pay will then be paying £119 to your account. It's that simple. So that's that. And yeah, guys, this kind of brings us to the end of this very short walkthrough, an introduction to the power of the web and how easy it is to build a web store in the modern day of 2024. I want to just close off again by reminding you guys that I do have a in-depth masterclass. As you can see here, Jimoh Studios will be in the description. If you want to check out some of my C# stuff, I think my C# snippet store is here somewhere in my tab group. I'm going to hit visit site. If you guys are interested, visit C# snippet store. You can find a whole load of cool C# snippets. I'm trying to create a little economy for developers to share code, share functionality, share apps online in a slightly unique way, kind of focusing on UWP apps, games, and C#. That's where I kind of focus on these days. I have my parallax engine. I'm going to use this as an example. Actually, it's a good idea. In this, I had a lot more time to craft this website, as you can tell. So I used a pattern to make this neat little feature, which has like an index of some of my pages. I have a subscription bar over here. You can embed YouTube videos. Let's say you are interested in buying my parallax engine, which is an actual listing, version 2.0. I'm going to hit the listing button there, and it takes you to the page where you can read about the parallax engine, a little bit more about it. And of course, you can buy now. It should take me to the Stripe page. There we go, £2.99. Okay, interested. And boom, you fill out the page and you get paid. It's that simple. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you, and let me know in the comments what you want to see. Do you want to follow up to this introduction walkthrough? Do you want me to go more in depth on web store building? And let me know what you want to see on the channel too. I'm still doing C# stuff, but this is a very interesting avenue I would like to explore, web store development. Thanks guys, and have a great day. I'm going to sign out now. Bye bye. Have a good day. Bye bye.